Let's see here. How you doing, Dean? I am. Dun, dun, dun. Universal Key, what's up? Hopefully you guys can hear me. Starting to wait early because there's like crazy storms coming. So let's see. Oh, it shows we're live. Ah, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I figured I'd just, you know, get it started. I actually had to actually had to remember how to use the OBS. I don't use it that much. Since normally I'm streaming on my phone. Blue sniffer. Let's see here. Let us see. Shot down with flame. Yeah, we've got some coming. Um it's there's like a couple of different rounds coming through. Um so yeah. Let's look here. No. Okay. Let's see here. You'll probably hear it thundering. There was a nice little rolling one right there. Oh, I hear myself. Yes. Yes. There we go. So yeah, just me today. Matthias is heading south. What's up, Trevor? And Jared actually has some family coming in today. So, and then like I said, the weather and everything. So yeah, it's just got me today. Oh man, let me tell you, shot down. That that set is just awesome. Let's see here. I mean, I haven't watched a ton of videos on it. I've just seen a couple. Let me look here. The only questions that I particularly have is, hey Jared, what's up? Is articulation, and I know me and Jared talked about it, but I think we talked about it last Saturday. But to me, most of the pictures that you see of it. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna see. God, it's been so long since I've done this. Let's see here. Hang on. Let's see if I can do this. Hang on. And bear with me. I promise. This, yes. me make this a little bit littler. There we go. So, as far as I don't know, can you see that on the screen? Like I said, it's been a hot minute since I've done any of this. I mean, it is huge. It's like 3 feet. My only, my only thing is in my brain the way I would want to display it. Um, that's what I have a certain thing in my brain. So like this picture here is great, and but I don't want to display it that way. I would like to display it to where I could actually take the tail and articulate it around, have the feet, have the torso coming up, and blah blah blah. That's the way I would like to do it. But it's huge. It's humongous. Um, I don't really I don't really care for the yeah, Trevor. Um, I don't really care for the minifigs. I mean, it's Dr. Grant, I get it, but I would have been happy with just this plaque. I would have been happy with no minifigs, to be honest with you. I love these little Easter eggs; those are cool. But yeah, with this being the same size as the actual T Rex head, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Radford pear trees. Um, but yeah, it's nice. But to me, this is such a boring pose. The whole straight thing. I want I want this. I want this to be this way. If that makes sense. I want it to be all of this more standing up a little bit, then the tail coming down, and then maybe around. But yeah, you're right. It is removable. Um, but it's impressive. It's very impressive. Very, very impressive. I have a feeling too that this right here, his front arms, would be very, very fragile. I can see me personally bumping this. So my plan for this is two foam. Um, and unfortunately, see how all right, so see like right here how this is more arced up. That's pretty cool, but I want all this rib stuff to be higher. But I'm sure it can be done. But I can see myself actually knocking these things off. But my particular plan is um oh, wrong one. Yeah, that one. My particular plan for it is I want to put it in a case. I want to put it in a brick case with the lights and everything, and that's why I want it taller because I just think that would be more dramatic. Me personally, but I do love it. I do love it. There's Lego, Lego. I was actually telling I think that's Jared. I think I was telling we were talking last week, and I think if I ever stayed in the toys but didn't do toy hunting, I would so do a dedicated Lego channel. But the only problem with, and me and Jared both were laughing at space. Legos take up so much space. There's only literally there's only so from a toy perspective, Funko Pops are still the one of the number one toys that you can really get a lot of bang for your buck with the space. Sodas, another one. Minifigs, of course. You get a bunch of minifigs, and they don't take a lot of space. Uh, but yeah, I always think back to my buddy Kent Poole. Um, let me see if I can find it. When me and Ryan Jet Patrol went over to his house, and we helped film his massive Marvel Legends collection. And let me see here, easily like 5 digit toy hunt or a toy collection. Let's see here. I love looking back at old videos. I'm gonna see if I can find it. If I can find it, I'll post it. Because if you guys haven't seen it, it's like it's ingrained. It's crazy. Trying to remember. I want to say it was like 30,000. God, how long ago is it then? There's the update. There's the 2021. That was. Oh yeah, here it is. 2019. He had over 1,000 uh Marvel Legends. Let me see here. Copy and paste. I think that's it. Let me make sure. Yeah, Susan. Yeah, I know. It's. It was just. I mean, like Kent was like epic with his displays. He still is. It's just mythics now, but yeah. That Matt? Yes, it has been. Nice. Yeah, you always have to look at the target when you walk in the door. You always have to look to the right. You got to look because you'll find all kinds of things. But DoorDash eats breakfast. But yeah, if you haven't seen that one, definitely go back and take a look. I'll be glad when my buddy gets back into the doing his thing. He's been so busy here lately with work and everything, and uh, he'll be back before you know it. But yeah, Lego, man, Lego is the thing. But I can, like I said, I can remember when we went there, and the first time I ever saw that collection, I was like, holy crap, because pictures, you can get a lot of information from pictures, but it just doesn't answer like all the questions. But when you see it and you're like, number one, I was like, I really wish I could be that organized. Because I remember him and Ryan went, God, I can't remember how far they drove, but they drove somewhere and picked up these massive glass cabinets. Him and Ryan both had some. And I want to say it was a couple hours away, but just, it's like from, I want to say from a jewelry store or something. I can't remember, but it was insane. Let's see. I have not shot down Brixie. Look here. Brixie. Let's see here. Oh, is this? Oh my God! Hang on. Is it so? I'm looking at a video or looking at a thumbnails. Does he have like these big epic sky scene on all the walls? Is that who you're talking about? Shut down, man. Why are you sleeping, man? I am definitely going to be checking him out. Subscribe, all notifications. Thank you very much. Jeez. Oh, he's got a T Rex. Oh my God, yes. 24 hours of Lego sorting. That's just, yeah. But the thing about it is like, I really do like Lego. Ooh, come on. Ooh, got some. Uh, I think they're great. I really do. I think they're fascinating. Matter of fact, when I get done with the live stream, I'm actually going to hopefully still have power. I'm going to go shoot the video on the F1 car. So, yeah, it's that's impressive. That's impressive. Now, see, here's the dilemma, right? Because I've been to a lot of different shows and this and that. I've seen a lot of epic and awesome Lego sets and this and that. So when I see things like this, the first thing pops in my head is city sets. You know, my goodness, you could with this much, you could create an epic city set. I also think about like with Jared and Kate and Harry Potter, all the big Harry Potter sets, how you could just make this massive uh, display and interconnect everything because like Star Wars, we don't really have that. Not like with Potter and not like with the city. We got some good sets, but it's not like, you know, massive, you know, like interior sets. We got a few, but uh, nothing like City or Harry Potter or Disney has some big massive sets, but even Disney doesn't really. I think Harry Potter does it the best. Them in the city because city you can expand on. So there's I'm gonna see if I can find something else that you guys need to watch. That this is a guy that I follow, um, and oh my god, I have been following this guy. Let's see, he's got a couple of different channels, so I need to make sure it's the right one. No, it's not that one. I think it's his other one. Yeah, he's got a gaming channel and he's got another channel. Apologies, hang on. Wow, I would have figured he would have had a link to the this other one. I could, yeah, yeah, here he is, right here. Let's see here. Let's see. All right, so this guy here, you need to. Okay, so you need to go to. Let's see. I think he's got it. Does he have it in a playlist? Let me look. Yeah, go to the Helms Deep mega board when you get time and want to watch this. It's crazy. There's also some really good tips in there about painting dioramas and stuff like that. But yeah, I have been watching. I watched all 8 videos of him building this big, massive, impressive thing, and it was insane. Let's see. But yeah, definitely check him out. Oh, I got some. I got some stuff I want to show you. So I got these little armor stands that that I make right here, but I usually put like armor on them. But I got check this little belly out. It's a new set that I printed out, and I wanted to put this body on it because we got some heads. Got some heads that go with it. There's that one. Let's see here. Very cool. But got some head that head there. Got this bad boy right there. And we got this one. Oh yeah, it's raining. Got that one. This one this one is just so unusually funny. Got the little top hat thing going on. We got a little mullet action going on. Thanks, Glue Sniffer. Yeah, when you guys get quiet on the chat, it makes me wonder if I'm actually still streaming. We got Ponytail Dude. A little ponytail action going on. Whoops. There we go. And last but not least, this is one of my favorites. Got that one right there. I can't tell. But yeah, been doing some printing. Um, I'm gonna. How many people in the chat have actually been? Uh, yeah, orcs. How many people in the chat have actually been watching the shorts on the 6 scale vehicle that I'm printing? Gotta let me know, because I know last weekend I I brought I brought, I brought some a set of tracks. Let's see here. I'm looking. Oh, there it is, right there. Make sure that I got the volume off. Yes, I do. Da, 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 da. Yes. All right. So um, let's build off of it. Let's start off with last week. So Jared, of course, was there, and I showed him the tracks. Both sets of tracks are done. This is 129 individual pieces that make this track. And each one of these has 2 uh, screws in it. So those are done. Let me look. I mean, the flexibility is just insane with this. Um, this is how each one of those tracks are printed. So to give you an idea, some ASMR here. All right. So there is an individual track. So I'm gonna so basically the tracks fit together and a screw there and a screw there. So that's 129 of these put together and screwed in. So let's see here. So the grand total, so that's 258 tracks, which is 516 screws to make one track. That is insane. It's very therapeutic, though. I will give you that. Now, let's drive wheel right there. There's your drive wheel, which fits into the track like so. So now you get a little bit of I'm building up for what's right over here. So the thing that I'm working on now, and I'm gonna have to find some more screws, is the dolly section. Mm, bear with me. I'm gonna try to see if I can. I haven't got the bearings in yet. The bearings have cleared customs. So what's up, Blair? So this is the dolly section that rides in here as well. So we got the dolly section, gear section. Oh yeah. So that's the pieces because I'm gonna have to start. I'm actually gonna have to start painting it um, real soon. So yeah, these are all the dolly wheels. Or yeah. Have you heard or seen about space zombies from Mars? I have not. So yeah, how am I gonna do this? So the screw tray. This is where I keep various pieces, all the screws and stuff. Try to keep it as organized as possible. Hang on. Excuse me. So here it is. It's big. It is. ginormous. So every one of these black dots is a bolt, and a screw. Um, I've got my. Oh, check this out too. So I got this. This is a new helmet that I'm thinking about printing out from Galactic Armory, and I resized it. But I love this helmet. But yeah, there's a. I keep him in there. I'm still trying to figure out the seat situation. Um, have a I have an idea of what I came up with. This isn't like authentic to the air, but I found this set, this Millennium Falcon set. This is actually a seat from the Millennium Falcon uh, engineer seat, and I sort of like it because it's got like an old timey uh, tractor feel to it, and so I've been thinking about using it for the seat. So I just like the way it looks. It's definitely not authentic. It's not air specific, but I can't I can't find one. So let's see something here. I haven't tried this helmet on this dude. It almost has like a German World War I vibe to it. Leave it on that head. Yes, he will. Come on, look at there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So let's see what we can come up with. Yeah, there we go. There you go. Boom. This is the gunner port, which we got the driver side of it here. I still may need to cut these dowels down. Let's see. Now I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna use the pedestal base or not, but yeah, I need to drop that down some. It's technically needs to be like that. So I may have to do some uh, do some rearranging in a way. I may actually just take that, put it flush. I don't know. Anywho, this is um, it is massive. I've got motors coming. There'll be two motors put in right here because at some point I'm probably gonna make this radio control. I don't. I'm getting the motors anyway, just because. Um, but yeah, that's the plan. That is the P land. Let me get my guy back on here. Get his helmet back on. Wrecker. Let's see here. I need to. Let's see. And I don't have all the screws in it because there's actually another line of screws that go underneath to attach the upper armor to it. You guys are way quiet in this chat today. Way quiet. I know it's early. All right. Trying to remember. This was a very interesting challenge to get it apart. This comes out and goes. Ta-da! So yeah, look at all these screws. So yeah, I need to start painting it, um, and I also need to leave a lot of this off because when I get the motors and start hooking up the drive wheels and stuff, I need access to this. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and throw some paint on it and get it prepped and ready. The machine gun that supposedly goes with it, I have printed, but I'm thinking about using this bar, this BAR. I sort of like the look of it. I haven't completely decided yet, but so just this top armor piece, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9, 10, 11, 11 pieces just for this. Yeah. But if you can't find it, build it. There's a lot of folks that I follow and talk to about this stuff. They make a lot of these things out of styrene. Um, I can show you real quick. Yeah, hang on. All right, stay, stay. Yeah, because I need to put a piece of mesh underneath here, right there. I didn't when I glued this in. I wasn't thinking, so I need to put a piece of mesh. Let me see here. Um, okay, let me pull this over. And is that right? Hang on. Let me look here. It's being cantankerous with me again. Hang on. Boom. All right. So I'm gonna make this bigger so you guys can uh see everything. Whoops. I maximized the screen. You'd think I knew what I was doing, but I don't. So bear with me. Okay. So you don't need to see my face. Okay. I'm sure you can see that. Please tell me if you can or can't. So yeah, that is sort of what it's going to look like when it's all said and done. I'm not going to do camouflage though. I think I'm going to go with just a uh, desert tan is what I'm thinking for color. But this is like all of the parts, how many. This is all the hardware. I still need to get some tubing. This is all the screws. This is all the stuff that I've ordered. But yeah, there's all the different pieces. Like in just this section here, 6 screws, just in this one little section right there. That's the front plate, back plate, middle section. But yeah, this is I mean like this little section right here, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12 screws just in that little section right there. And I'm constantly going back and forth because a lot of the instructions are in French. So I've had to rely a lot on pictures. But even some of the pictures, it just, I sort of got a little bit ahead of myself, which, duh, of course I did. It's me. There's the back piece. I still need to print off these little pieces here that need to be glued. Yeah, this guy really did a great job on this. But this is the color I'm thinking about going with, just a standard desert tan type thing. But I need to go ahead and start getting some stuff painted. And some of it, like I said, I can go ahead and paint the main body. This and that. This is what I'm working on. This is the drive wheels. And, this I want to paint the actual wheels, and this is very, very. I find interesting. If you notice this left picture here, there's actually 3 metal pins that go into there that hook these 2 wheels together after you glue them. And then this is an outer ring that has to be glued, but I'm gonna paint it first. I'm gonna paint it, or excuse me, it's already black, so I'm gonna leave it on this. Same for this right here. Um, this is what I'm working on now. This is what I've been printing. Need 4 of these. Then you have you got 4 different ones of these, and it put together, and it makes this. And this is that drive dolly wheel that I was showing you guys. But I need to get some bigger screws and bolts. Then you've got your suspension, metal rod, this copper or brass tubing. Got to pick some, but this is what the finished assembly will look like. Uh, that gets mounted to the actual vehicle. Got more of these. There's the springs. So two of these. Yeah, this is once I get it to a static version, then the 12-volt motors that's going in it, which will be very, very cool. Mounting the motors. Then you got the I've already put the wheels, the drive gear together. You got this collet right here that actually mounts to the outside, which it's metal. So that's what the actual drive gear roasted. This is the actual jig to put the treads together. But I was saying last weekend I actually broke this jig, so I just did it the other way. I still need to print off these little curb pieces. As you can see, this sort of skips a beat there. The steering wheel I have. Um, the Still haven't printed off none of that stuff yet. I think what I'm going to use for some of this stuff here is some of the stuff from see Blair, from one of my M Stewart tanks. I'm not going to do working lights, I don't think. This is the chair that goes in here, but the chair was not in the print file, so that's where I went with that other design. Um, I haven't reached out to the guy that actually made this set, but maybe there's some chests, more little tidbits, making a radio. But yeah, that's it. That's going to be hopefully. It's not going to be perfect, but I'm super happy with it. And the goal for this, and I think that's the reason why I'm gonna paint it more, because I'm thinking of my shore troopers, which shore trooper right there, and I've got two more of them, and I think they would look good in it. So right now I'm happy with it being a static model, but I still needed to get the motors to attach the collet and stuff to, because I wanted it to have that ability. I didn't want to like glue it or nothing like that. I wanted to actually go ahead and get the motors, put those in there, and get it to where at some point um, I could make it radio control if I wanted to. So there you go. Thoughts? It's an ambiguous project. Just saying. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and start putting some paint down, because I think I've got most all the major big components ready to go. So, anywho, there you guys. First time this has been explained too. So I just like them on video. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. All right, shoot me some questions. Talk to me, dog. That is so frustrating about that Freaking print not working. Oh, well, I got any cubics up here. Uh, any cubic printers right there. Um, I use Creality. I use Qt. I use Artillery. Um, yeah. Oh, check that out. I'm gonna put some paint on this today too. Samurai Stormtrooper. How wickedly cool is this? Samurai Stormtrooper. I don't even think I've even posted a picture on uh, social media of this thing yet. So yeah, I got to put a coat on lenses. Another awesome file from Galactic Armory. Um, how long did it take to build what? The the Bren troop carrier or this? So yeah, this is probably gonna be one of the easier paint jobs that I do because it's gonna be white. Love this thing though. I mean, anything that this a mashup. I mean, and there's actually samurai armor for this as well. But yeah, this was fun. I'm not worried about print lines or anything like that. I'm painting it and rocking and rolling. The helmet, I used two printers. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 4 days maybe. 4 days, I think. And give or take, give or take. So yeah, that I need to get a picture of it posted on social media today. What do you use for the helmets? Primarily, I use my artillery sidewinders for all of my cosplay stuff. I use Polymaker Cos PLA because it sands really really good. Uh, so yeah, the right now I've been using my Crealities like my Creality high speed printer. I've been using to print these smaller things. Like, give you an example, 8 of these pieces print in like an hour at 30% infill. Um, the Then I've been using my other Creality printer with a I just heard something drop. I think Kim dropped something. Um, with a single 3 kilogram spool of filament on it to print all of these pieces here for the Bren. So typically, I like to take and try to dedicate. Like, yes, I could have loaded up 3 rolls of white filament and had 3 printers going and blah blah blah. for this, but I decided for this we're just doing one printer, dedicated, no filament changes, blah blah blah. For the helmets, I usually try to do the same thing, either dedicate one printer to it, or if nothing else is going on, I'll do the two Sidewinder printers because number one, they're identical printers. Makes it so much easier when you're doing um, like helmets or armor, because if you have two of the same printers, it actually gives you a see Cisco. It gives you the same parameters, so it makes it easier. Hey, how you doing? Um, so I don't like to mix and match printers if I don't have to. I have in the past, and it works. There's nothing wrong with it, but that's just my process. What do you use for your helmets as far as filament? I use CAUS PLA. For these, I've been using Elgu Rapid PLA, Rapid Plus, because it's designed for high-speed printers. Uh, Sinew is what I use for the Bren, and that's because I had a 3 kilogram roll that I hadn't used for anything, and I never used their filament, so I got a 3 kilogram roll of white. So I decided to use it for the Bren, and it's done a great job. Uh, for my resin, it is 110% resin one. That's all I use. I've used all kinds of different ones, but I find that resin one is it's just great filament. Uh, you'll see my dinosaur head that I printed and painted. I still look at these things. I'm like, man, I suck so bad at painting. Oh my goodness. Oh, and that helmet that I showed you. So when you, I don't know, the hex stands. Honestly, I don't have a license to sell them anymore because actually, it they take up so much time to print them, and I wanted to focus on something that I created, and I've actually created. I wish I had a loose one, but I don't. Um, Dang it! No, I've got some mounted there. Um, got some mounted right there, but I've created my own um, figure stand that you can actually mount to the wall with uh, the 3-comp tape, and that's sort of what I wanted. I haven't sold any of those yet, but to be honest with you, I haven't really marketed them yet. Here you go. Similar. This is one of the test ones that I did that was round, but I decided not to go round. I went square instead, or rectangle. But yeah, this is something that I designed and made. Um, like I said, I've got 4, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Oh, yeah, yeah, there you go. See right there? Right there. And 3 more over here for some Warhammer stuff. So, um, because the hex stands are great, don't get me wrong, but the hex stands take up footprint, right? And that's what I discovered, especially when I was getting into the Death Watch massive troop building. Um, I printed off a bunch of those hex stands just for that, and I'm just like, wow, this is taking up a big chunk of real estate. And one of the things that I noticed was, we all use shelves, like you see here, but we also have dead space. And the dead space is what was driving me crazy. Is yeah, uh, you can get shelving, but there's always little nooks and crannies. It's like right here, those three figures there. That's perfectly good usable space. So when I started designing this stand, it was for that purpose solely, was so I could actually put a piece of that removable 3-comp tape uh, here, stick it to the wall, and I've got uh, these figures have been hanging up here on the wall for months, and they're doing a great job. Yeah. Oh yeah. So and I'm also making things like these columns that you can use for armor. I've been working on a new headstand uh, right here that I designed right there, new little headstand. So I'm still working out some fine tuning with it. That's a work scale, but no, let's use the dwarf. Little headstand action right there. So little things that this is what gives me a lot of enjoyment is um, just finding little things that yeah, you can buy them, but I just like making them. Depends on what you want to do. I get this question a lot. Um, Answer that question. What do you want to print? Because how you answer that is going to dictate a lot. Are you wanting to print uh, you know head sculpts and things like that? Things with lots of detail, smaller things. Resin. That's the only way to go. That is the only way to go. If you're wanting to print helmets, cosplay, big things like that, uh, Creality K1, it's a good printer. The Sidewinder printers are good. Um, I haven't messed with any of the Anycubic filament printers yet, but every printer will do what you want to do. If I had to suggest one printer right now to buy, I'd probably go. I'd probably go with the Bamboo, but Bamboo's starting to get some competition. So the Bamboo, it's a great high speed printer. Uh, Bigger stuff like the AT-AT, then you could do it with resin, but it'll cost you a fortune. So I would probably go with a when I did my AT RT or ST, excuse me, I printed it in with my Sidewinder printers. The AT RT, or the smaller one, that's similar to this one over here. So like this is a static model that unfortunately I need to redo because I dropped it, or I didn't drop it. It got dropped and broke, and when I glued it back together, I glued it together in a bad way, so it doesn't stand anymore. But this is all printed in resin. I have the same thing that I got from Render Boy that's articulated, and it was all printed in resin. So from this scale, resin is very doable. It makes me so angry. That's the way it should be. But you can see there's so frustrating. um, but the the ATST and ATRT boat that I have downstairs, the bigger one, I couldn't do that out of resin. Now I know people that's done it out of resin, and it's great, but from a cost perspective, this right here probably took close. This probably took a little over a bottle of resin. So to print this in resin, material only, you've got, if you're paying say 20, let's say you pay $30 a bottle, you got $60 in resin. I've been thinking about gluing it to a base. Um, like I said, it still functions. It's just frustrating me because I didn't want to have to put it on a base. Um, I wanted to be able to go out and take photos of it, but you can't really heat this stuff up like you can film it and bend it. But I may wind up having to. What I'm thinking about, I may wind up doing is just figuring out something that I can put back here in the back. Uh, but I don't know. I thought since the brakes were relatively, because it literally all this broke, and yeah, and I'm not gonna throw it away. But at some point, I may actually just, like I said, like you just said, put it on some kind of a little base, uh, just as a like this, because the angle's not terrible. I mean, but it should be, to stand up on its own. It should be like this, because there's a lot of and again, that's nothing too. Resin has a lot of weight to it, so um, but yeah, that's why you saw it. So you see it over here, and it's like it's like this. Uh, can I say? I have to use my 3D product. Yeah, I will tell you this to give you a little bit of a preview. Um, so I've got some laser stuff, and I need to pack some stuff up. But I have a new laser that I just got, and I want to get back into doing some laser stuff. But to be honest with you, I think I finally found the solution that I wanted. Uh, the other solutions that I had, they work. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just not what I've been wanting. So I'm gonna do. What's up, Chris? Uh, so I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do an unboxing video on that, and then I'm gonna really dive in. I'm actually gonna go get a welding table for Harbor Freight to put it on it, and make a dedicated area. And then I'm going to possibly look at getting into doing some laser cutting for dioramas and things like that. I was experimenting because you can make some really cool dioramas with. I know Chris does a lot of photography and stuff, but I've been really fascinated with a lot of these folks that are creating these awesome 1/64th and 1/24 scale garages and buildings and things like that, and they're doing it with laser cutters. But also, I've been seeing a lot of paint solutions and things like that, and it's one of those things to where yes, I can buy it, but I'd like to learn how to do it. So I'm going to try my best to learn some of this process. But just in case, let's say for instance, um, I know Chris on here does a lot of his photography and stuff like that. And when you're trying to create something, um, dioramas or anything like that, it can be a challenge sometimes. Now, um, this is something that I got from Etsy. This is just there's a little, and so I have a printer, but I sent it to Staples to have it printed out on heavy cardstock. And so altogether, it costs like $6 for the have it for the file. But my color printer, I mean, that really the colors that you can get from these industrial grade printers is so much better than just a normal inkjet. So I sent it to Staples and had a little fun with it. I'm actually going to put these on foam board, but yeah, right there. There's a little dio. What I'm going to do is actually make this two. I'm going to take both cobbles, and then there's two separate buildings, and I'm going to do this. But yeah, right there, little simple little dio for $10 for your little cars, or for minifigs. What's up, SoCal? Charlie. So I'm always looking, and like with the cartoon cars, these little boxes that come on. Check this out. There's like a little dio underneath it. So that's why I'm really looking at trying to really teach myself more about the laser uh, printing and things like that. So I'm gonna try to get that video done where you guys can see the device. It came while I was out of town for work, and yeah. Also, I actually gave some of these to Matthias and Jared, but I made a challenge coin type thing right there that I dropped. Oh, keep that up here. But yeah, there's lots of little things going on. I think this has probably been the most dedicated I've put to something in quite a while, as far as this big, massive, vehicle. Uh, they're just I don't know. I love tanks. I love 6 scale stuff, and again, I think the shore troopers will look great in it. Um, so yeah, think it'll be. I think it'll be fun. I really enjoyed the process of putting together the tracks. It still amazes me on how flexible these are, and these all being printed in PLA or filament. These aren't resin, but that's probably a pound easily. Um, but yeah, to sit here and put in all these screws and everything, that just I don't know. There's just something about it that when you some of the groups I'm part of, like I'm part of some 6 scale vehicle groups, and a lot of World War II type stuff, tanks and things like that. And when I see what these guys are doing, there's one guy that, man, he took a set of actual blueprints and scaled them down to 1/6 scale, and that's what he uses to make his parts. And they're building these things out of wood and styrene. And if you can't, like you said, if you can't find it, make it. But yeah, that's what's going on, guys. So I think I am going to wrap things up. I'm gonna go down, check on the wife, see how she's doing, and get ready to go make another video. And They actually do. Greenlight does some really good stuff. Hobby Lobby, yeah, Chris, I'm with you, man. Hobby Lobby, I love going to Hobby Lobby. But yeah, I need to, like I said, I want to put together one of these F1 cars and do a video on that. I'll probably unbox the laser, show you guys that, um, and hopefully get out and do a toy hunt. So yeah, the Ahsoka cockpit, that one. I've actually thought about selling that. To be honest with you, I've actually thought about with the figures. I've actually been considering it because, to be honest with you, uh, I need to. I need some room. But anyway, guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys have a great rest day. If you're in the South, it's places like that while this weather's coming through. Please be safe. Make sure you got all your devices charged up and everything, just to be prepared. Make sure you got batteries in your flashlights or lanterns or whatever you use. Kim has already took care of that, so they ain't got to worry about that. But hopefully, real soon, me and Jared and Matthias can get back together. We can all sync up. But yeah, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. And I'll talk to you.